on DC News Now, a Debbie downpour causing flooding, leaving damage behind. The latest on cleanup efforts across the DMV.
And the rain making its way. Meteorologist David Matson is tracking your weekend forecast.
The Commanders are less than 24 hours away from kickoff in the first preseason game of 2024. Sports director Derek Forrest will join us with what to expect.
A game changer in the fight against colon cancer.
That's a test that has to be repeated much more often in order for it to be effective.
A renowned Georgetown University hospital oncologist had some concerns over the first ever approved blood test to detect the disease.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Shanika Grimshaw in for Annalisa Gale. Debbie has slowly started to move out our area, but it did leave a lot of rain. And while the heaviest bits of rain have moved out, we're still seeing heavy flooding and damage throughout the DMV. In DC, East Potomac parks, their benches are completely covered. In West Virginia, one person has died after a tree fell on their home during those storms.
In Bowie, cleanup continues as fallen trees have left homes damaged, and flooding continues for a second day in a row in Old Town, Virginia. Taking a live look right now outside. This is
Annapolis?
This is Annapolis. Annapolis, where things are looking a little calmer, but they're still, as you can see, dealing with flooding. And we have team coverage tonight. Our Kevon Dupree is in Montgomery County monitoring store damage. Plus, our Randy Bass continues to track flooding in Old Town. But first, we had the meteorologist Damon Matson with a check on the forecast. And Damon, things have certainly calmed down.
Yes, Mark and Shanika, they certainly have compared to what we were ramping up into at this time yesterday when Debbie's impacts were just starting to be felt across much of the DMV. And here's what we have in the wake of Debbie. Of course, that heavy rainfall, multiple flood reports, wind damage also became a problem. And then these red icons here, at least 2 confirmed tornadoes from Debbie on the storm reports. And of course, the National Weather Service here continuing to gather these storm reports, and there may be more confirmed tornadoes as we go over time. Several tornado warnings last night and this morning. That was also a big time concern. Now, here's a look at some of the rainfall reports that have come in through the National Weather Service as of a little bit earlier on this morning. This is over the last 72 hours here when Debbie started to produce rain in the DMV. Look at these totals. Newmarket, 5.5 inches. Hillsborough, Virginia, over 8 inches. And Martinsburg, West Virginia, a little over 6.5 inches. No wonder, of course, we are continuing to deal with those flooding concerns. And then the wider map just goes to show these swaths of red, pink, and purple, indicating that we did have localized amounts even closer to that 8-9 inch mark. This torrential rain was something else. And as we move ahead here, folks, of course, several active flood warnings remain in place as those water levels stay up. And on top of that, well, we're not totally done with all of the rainfall. As we head over the next few hours this evening, there will still be a few scattered showers, perhaps a rumble of thunder mixed in with that. But do not worry, this is not going to be the same torrential rain that we saw last night. These showers will move on quickly, and then as we head into the night tonight, things start to get much better. We'll talk about that weekend forecast and how things are looking as we go over the next few days and start to clean things up from Debbie. We'll have that in your full forecast here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And Shanika, we're still feeling the impacts of Debbie here at home as the storm moves to the north.
Yeah, that's right. Parts of Old Town Alexandria were underwater for a second straight day. We have our DC News Now's Randy Bass. She's been on the ground there for us this week. Randy, how are things looking at this hour?
Yeah, we're here along King Street and Union Street in busy Alexandria, where just a few hours ago, right where I'm standing, it was all completely underwater. Those water levels rose right up to the top of my rain boots here. Taking a look now at what things look like at this 4 o'clock hour, definitely drying out. Those floodwaters have almost completely receded, now just leaving debris and dirt behind. Businesses mostly stayed dry. Business owners, neighbors we talked to say they were thankful the floodwaters didn't come up much higher. Another storm Another flood in Alexandria.
It's not really unusual. It's at least a few times a year.
And at Mia's Italian Kitchen in Old Town,
It's normal business.
spared by floodwaters this time around. Several other businesses on this block, like Mai Tai, closed for the day, but dry except for little leaks under the door. A matter of a few feet can make a big difference on this block.
Fortunately, we're not like Starbucks. They're in the lowest spot.
Sandbags helping to keep water out overnight into the morning.
They got the police to block off the streets, which solves the problem of the big trucks running through here and running water into our restaurant all the time.
And with multi-million-dollar flood mitigation projects underway in the city, neighbors are hopeful that one day major flooding here could be a thing of the past.
Finally, after hundreds of years, literally, something is being done.
And while the storm is hundreds of miles away at this point, Old Town Alexandria not completely out of the woods yet when it comes to flooding. Another high tide cycle is just a few hours away, and that could bring more floodwaters up from the Potomac River and up through the storm drains overnight. Live in Alexandria, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. In West Virginia, officials say that one person is dead after a tree fell on a home near Harper's Ferry last night. Fire and rescue responded to Mad Hatter Road and Wild Rose Lane. Firefighters had to cut the tree before going inside. Another person was also there. It's unclear if they were inside the home at the time of the incident.
I was on the phone with a friend and sitting in my back room. It was really raining pretty heavy. The wind was blowing. And then the next thing I know, my husband came out and said, "You got to get off the phone. We got to get in the safe space. There's a tornado warning."
Officials say the incident is possibly weather-related. The investigation continues. Well, it's easy to spot Debbie's aftermath across Montgomery County, where the storm brought down trees and caused issues for a large number of people, and that includes in Potomac.
Yeah, that's right. We have our DC News Now's Kevon Dupree. He covers Montgomery County for us, and he's been checking things out all day and joins us live. Kevon, how are you, and what can you tell us?
Hey guys, that's right. We're here at one of the spots that you just mentioned on Ivy Mount Terrace in Potomac. And as you can see behind me, there's a tree that has fallen on this home. Now, this just happened within the last few minutes. Emergency crews from Montgomery County Fire and Rescue have pulled up to the home. We're not exactly sure what that is, but we'll try to get more information for you in the next hour. Now, once again, as you can see, the tree fell onto the home last night. The people who were inside did make it out all right. And there are similar scenes all throughout the county.
It wasn't even like the weather was that bad for it to have happened, so that's a big tree. But I didn't hear anything.
Tisha Destin lives in the Potomac neighborhood where a tree came crashing down Thursday night as the DMV began to experience the effects of Debbie. While Destin didn't hear anything, another neighbor did.
I just heard a loud boom, and, my husband and I looked outside, but we didn't see anything. And then later on, I guess a neighbor was walking his dog and saw that the tree fell on the house.
Inside the home on Ivy Mount Terrace, 6 people, including 2 children, all made it out safely. For the time being, they won't be able to live there.
It does make me nervous to have these trees swaying in the wind and stuff like that.
Some people in Montgomery Village likely feeling the same way. A tree on Enterprise Way fell onto a townhome. The people who lived there were able to get out, and despite damage to a bedroom, they were able to stay. When it comes to a broader impact, a tree came down on the tracks at Barnesville train station in Dickerson early Friday morning. Along with that, Montgomery County fire officials say power lines in the area also came down. Because of it, MARC train operations at the station were canceled.
And as I just mentioned a moment ago, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service officials have just arrived here probably within the last 5 minutes. Once again, we're not exactly sure why that is, but we'll try to find out more information for the next hour. And as far as the Barnesville train station goes, we're still waiting to hear if and when that train station will reopen. Reporting live in Potomac, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
All right, Kevon, thank you. Cleanup continues in Western Maryland. In Hagerstown, some trees knocked out service at some traffic lights. And in Frederick County, some roads were closed from flooding.
And take a look at this new video out of Bowie, Maryland. A tree fell on top of a house this morning, taking a power line with it. We're told no one was hurt. DC Fire and EMS responding to a sinking boat today off the Potomac River.
but it turns out the boat was been neglected. Officials say that it had been touching the bottom of the river for some time. No word on who owns the boat or what led up to its sinking.
And you can stay on top of the storm conditions and get updates on Debbie's track by scanning this QR code right there on your screen, or just head to our website. That's at dcnewsnow.com/weather.
I'm ready for some football. And the Washington Commanders will begin their preseason Saturday afternoon as they are on the road facing the New York Jets.
Yeah, and there'll be a lot of eyes on several players this weekend who are hoping to grab the attention of the coaching staff. We have our sports director, Derek Forrest. He joins us with more. Hey, Derek.
Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, since April, the Commanders have been going toe-to-toe with their fellow teammates on the practice field, but Saturday finally gives them a chance to go up against another opponent and fight for jobs and starting positions. Now, after getting a chance to go head-to-head with the New York Jets in practice Thursday, the team will get game reps in Saturday at noon. And while we won't see the starters in the game for a long period of time, Saturday is going to give a lot of the rookies a much-needed chance to show what they can do.
Been waiting their whole lives to, play in the NFL, and my message to them would be like, you've already been doing it every day in practice. You're playing against, some world-class people trying to, block, John Allen, Deron Payne, and Bobby Wagner. Like, that's as hard as it gets. So they're already doing that.
As for some of the higher profile rookies like quarterback Jaden Daniels, I would expect to see him for maybe a series or two on Saturday. Now, the game between the Commanders and the Jets, it's going to kick off Saturday at noon, guys.